money unit. They're the thing that kicks ass against almost anything else. It looks like we got some detection in here, but at the same time, this one Zergling, he's so ballsy. He's just like, please don't detect me. Please don't detect me. Come on, guys. You said you're going to be giving me some of that support. Come on, send them in. And what I'd like to see Kiwikaki do is kill every single Queen and Overlord, because that's super fucking annoying, and that's kind of what he wants to be with these Phoenixes. He's so far killed quite a few workers. If you look at the units lost tab, Zerg is losing a lot more. Oh, what a great fungal growth on them. Yeah, I don't know if I mean, I like the lift because it's the last thing the Phoenixes can do before they all die. This one Phoenix is going to try to work on all these Overlords. Sort of a, oy vey, why do I have to work on this shift sort of thing. Zerg on 5 bases at the 17-minute mark. That is a little more than 1 base every 3 minutes, but I think we can give it to him. However, Kiwikaki doing the smart thing of going, what are all Zerg units? Biological. What do Archons do extra damage to? Biological. Hey! Wait a minute. Now, the Archon Toilet was nerfed into oblivion, but that doesn't matter because still Archons kick ass. I can tell you that being a Terran player playing against them, Archons are so freaking good. They kill things so well. They have so much health, and EMPs don't drain all their shields. They just drain like 100 of them. Ugh, they're so good. Archons are so good. Hey, do shield upgrades affect the hardened shield? I'd be very interested. Now, these roaches are going to die to these Archons really, really fast, as are these, but you can neural parasite the Archons, which are good against Zealots, and that's about it. The Dark Templar did quite a bit of damage. I'm actually very interested to see how this battle turns out. Oh, right, Archons do, like, all the damage in history, and so, like, 5 Archons is able to hold against a billion Zerg units. Maybe not, actually. Oh, no, there's a reinforcing Archon. I honestly, this many Archons kills this many Roaches, even with the upgrade advantage going handedly to the Zerg. Good job getting upgrade, Zerg. You know I love that. Now producing a crap ton of Hydras. When you see your opponent not getting Storms and not getting Colossi, Hydras are bad against DOA, but so are Roaches when the DOA is Archons. So therefore, going mass Hydralisk is good, because Hydras are do so much damage. Also, the cool thing about Hydras is Hydras are super effective in drops. You do a Hydra drop here, and a Hydra drop here, and at the same time just pump all of the extra money, or pump all your supply freed up into Roaches, you're going to be in a lot of good shape. Doing the fun thing to do in this game, that is walling or having the map with spine crawlers and then just going, I can make more shit than you. Kiwikaki doing the smart thing of getting good units. Come on, Kiwikaki, just build cannons. That's all you need to do. Only 1 forge, fascinatingly, keeps him almost on par with Zerg upgrades. I don't know. Alright, now this is a battle that should really not even be close to fair. This is a crap ton of really good units. The Zerglings are just kind of there to be cool. Hydras, right, almost Roach to Hydra ratio. This Manor Cannon gets a kill, or perhaps a few more. 2 Colossi, some Archons, some Dark Templar, and some Stalkers should be able to clean this up fairly well. Especially because you're not going to be able to tell where the Archons are, or pardon me, where the Dark Templar are, and where the, oh, what are they called? The Zealots! There we go, the Zealots! Yeah. Telling the difference between Dark Templar Slice and Zealot Slice is really difficult, but at the same time, it looks like Kiwikaki's just not going to kill him. This expansion should go down, which actually shouldn't be that much of an issue, but at the same time, Colossi are amazing, and this many Roaches is scary. But who needs to be afraid of Roaches when you can just morph in a Zealot wall? That was really good, actually. That was awesome. Like, oh, you wanna come and hit my range 9 damage dealers? I'll just warp in a wall of units. So these probes are just sort of ignoring this battle that's been going on for like 5.5 minutes. Meanwhile, he's going for Broodlords. I don't actually like this. Broodlords are good, but Blink Stalkers are better. And Broodlings die so fast to Colossi. If you see a guy who's not going for DOA, if you see a guy who's just going for like mass gateway, it's good to go. And who doesn't have any robo facilities, it's great to go for. Broodlords. But if he does have robo, I suppose Broodlords are better because if he does have robo, then he's going to be going. Ultralisks. It seems like Kiwikaki has the production capacity to deal with this sort of Broodlord Infestor Hydra mix really well, because the reason you want to go Broodlords with Hydras is that Hydras are glass cannons, and Broodlords are really good with glass cannons because they launch Broodlings, which of course tank all the damage, which is so cool of concept. Broodlings, temporary free unit tanking damage. This is what we call a ridiculous amount of Broodlords, 11 of them. I love long games. By the way, guys, this game, credit for it goes to gosugamers.net. They're awesome, and they supply a ton of my replays. So he does have Blink. He's chrono boosting out this Void Ray, Stalker, Colossus, Deathball. And we've not seen this as prevalently, this hasn't been as prevalent, herp, since the Infestor buff, which kind of deals with Deathballs pretty well. But at the same time, a true Death Ball is still really, really, really hard to kill. And I think a huge part of it is that all Protoss ground get the same upgrades, while if a Zerg wants to go Broodlords, then his Hydra upgrades don't affect the Broodlords. While if a Protoss wants to go Colossi, his Colossi upgrades are great for the Stalkers, and then the Void Rays are just there to deal with the Corruptors and the Broodlords. Sadly, he has yet to get any detection, and he's getting a Fleet Beacon. Oh, please make carriers. Please make carriers, Kiwikaki. I know you can. The Zerg in an interesting position, because he can't actually... It's kind of hard to kill Protoss, unless you have a fleet of, I'm going to guess... Yeah. He has a fleet of 13 Broodlords. That's generally a good way to kill someone, is with 13 Broodlords and the only 12 Infestors. Come on, you want a 1-to-1 Broodlord to Infestor ratio and no other ground, because who needs ground when you can just use Broodlings and Fungal Growth? Duh. Now, because he has so many Broodlords, these Void Rays are going to be somewhat scary, especially if Kiwikaki can just get good blinks. Blink, Kiwikaki, blink forward. Come on, blink. Or just use the Void Rays. That works too. Come on, blink forward, Kiwikaki. Blink forward. Oh, great Fungal Growth. That would have been awesome had the Stalkers blunk, but they didn't, so that's okay. Broodlords are relatively fragile. They have a bunch of armor, but they can't defend themselves very well. They're siege units. They're a lot like tanks. And now we're seeing that Kiwikaki just doesn't have the army to deal. Or pardon me, Livezerg doesn't. Kiwikaki started going, he's not killing me, so I can just reinforce with a million billion Stalkers, right? Good. Kiwikaki getting Protoss ground level 3 because that affects everything he has, and this Death Ball still has all of its major components alive. Void Rays, check. Stalkers, check. Colossi, mega check. I'd like to see him get carriers immediately, because carriers are awesome. Fuck yeah. He's getting a Mothership, which is almost as good, but Mothership, Kiwikaki has used them to be useful before. Who wants to see that? Am I right? Alright, so, moving forward against the buildings. It'd be great to have Immortals here, except Immortals are really bad against this army. So, now Kiwikaki now Livezerg has enough air to deal with everything. And then, good job. Now he can morph maybe 4 of these Corruptors into Broodlords and start doing damage with them. Wait, how many Corruptors does he have? Units tab. Yes, he has 21 Corruptors. That's... I'm just gonna take a shot and say that's a few too many. Making a very good decision, only morphing 5 of these into Broodlords. Smart. I'm just gonna say it. That's a smart choice to make. I'd like to see Kiwikaki get a few more upgrades, and yes, he's getting carriers. Yes. I think we